Hello, it's Asia here, and today I wanted to explain you how Chinese food can help you to create a beautiful mixed media project. So stay tuned! I am gonna keep the suspense going about this Chinese food thing, and I'll start with a stamping. So I decided to stamp on acetate, on a piece of acetate. This is a piece from packaging of, I think, some toys of my children. And I have to tell you, I wanted to emboss it, so I used my anti-static cushion and clear it, embossed ink pad. And of course I had to use my heat gun. But the problem with embossing on the acetate like that is that you have to be super careful so the acetate doesn't burn or it doesn't get warped, which actually happened in my case, but I was kind of mastering it to the point that the warping I got was not that bad at the end. And I know for a fact that there are some pieces of acetate which are specially designed to be used with a heat gun. I have no idea how they are called, I have no idea where you can buy them, so please, if you know about it, and if you don't mind leaving me a comment under below, I would be so happy, because as I said, I'm working on the just a normal piece of acetate, and as you can see, I am trying to heat it from both sides, moving the heat gun around, and it does not work perfectly. The acetate is warping, but somehow I managed to get two images which are working fine, and now you see me here cutting the acetate in half, because I decided that with a small piece it's much easier to work. And because I also made wings, butterfly wings or butterflies, it was the warping was not that important, and really it's minimal, so it worked at the end very fine. I'm using two sets of stamp. One is Creative Expression, if I'm not mistaken, the other is a beautiful stamp from Caravelle Studio. It's a girl with a wing, and I did those two stampings because I was not sure which one I'm actually gonna use at the end. For me, very important was that the butterfly wings are actually a little bit see-through after embossing. And so I decided at the end, even though I love the butterfly wings from the Caravelle Studio, I decided to use the other stamp because you could actually see more clearly that I used the embossing on acetate paper. And now I'm gonna be stamping the rest of the stamp from Caravelle Studio, because I really want this beautiful girl to be a focal point of my piece. So I add some vintage paper, well, from paper from the old book, on a piece of cardstock paper, so like that it's more sturdy. And I use my Tim Holtz stamping machine or or thingy, and I stamp it with a VersaFine vintage sepia ink, and I've done it a few times. It did not work very well at the end. There was some problem with the hat of the girl, so I used well, you'll see me just in a second. First I have to clean the stamp, because you know me, I don't clean stamps, or if you don't know me, I don't clean stamps after using archival ink, but any other ink I clean the stamps. So I use a pencil to dip it in the ink and fix the hat. And this is the part of the Chinese food thing. I just showed you two covers, which I got because we actually had a takeaway yesterday from a very good Chinese restaurant, and we love Chinese food. Me, my husband and my children, we just love it to pieces. And so we had a takeaway, and we had a small lemon sauces in a small plastic boxes, and I decided to use the lids of these boxes, so they are just there. They look like acetate, I don't know, they are kind of a plastic acetate. I'm not sure what's the exact name for that, but I used two of them. I placed a piece of old book with the 3D gel in a lid of one. Then I added some sequins, some ice resin or ice enamels, which normally you should burn with or heat with the heat gun, but I decided to just make it a little bit more messy. And then I decided to glue 2 pieces together, so like that. I've done 2 leads stuck together, and in the middle a little bit of micro beads and a little bit of ice enamels which are moving around, and then the old paper and the sequins. And apart from adding the 3D matte gel all over the places which are gonna stuck together, I also in the middle added a drop of hot glue. Yes, that's hot glue, definitely. And now I'm trying to make it work, so make the pieces stick, and I will be working on my focal point. So what I've decided is that I don't actually like the impression I've made beforehand with the sepia ink, with the VersaFine ink, and I decided to use my archival ink. And you can see in a second, you'll see that the impression is much better. And also the color works better with the color of archival ink works better with the wings I've done earlier. And now I'm showing you why I'm choosing the other set of wings. And when the lid is dry, I decided to add some alcohol inks. One is from Tim Holtz and the other is Piñata from Jacquard. So I'm spraying the alcohol on the lid, then I'm adding some alcohol inks. Again, spraying some alcohol and moving the inks around. And the metallic one from Piñata is really beautiful. It has this, I don't know, density to it, which is really remarkable, and it looks beautiful on your creations, basically. And I'm trying to dab off the excess of the inks and move it around. I don't want the whole lid to be covered. I don't like when the whole I don't know, paper or wherever I'm working on is completely covered. I like to have this off effect. I don't know if that's a good word or good expression, but it's just that I find it's more attractive to the eye when not everything happens everywhere, but it's just things happens off the side, of the middle, I don't know. So alcohol ink dries quite quickly. And now I'm gonna be assembling the focal point. And the beautiful, beautiful girl, I decided to also use mid-form castings. I have not used them for a while. I have so many of them and they are beautiful, but I haven't done any bigger project lately. So now is the time, why not? I have no idea. I think I had, my mojo was lost for a long time. And suddenly we are going for this Chinese takeaway, and it's like my mojo is back. At the moment I've seen the lid, it's just like, wow, what am I gonna do with them? So, well, I guess my advice to you is, if you have no mojo, just go and try to eat your favorite food. And maybe it's better to take a takeaway also. We cannot go to restaurants, our children are still too small, we don't want to fight with them, and you know, it's just better that way. And now I am using a rust base by Finavar to add some colors to the cogs I'm using, and I was not sure if that was gonna work, but actually I really like the effect. And of course, I showed you before, I'm gonna be using some metallic wax from Finavar also, like that, or I'm showing you here. This is called blue-green. I love that very much. And I dried them a little, and it's time to wash my fingers. And I'm adding the metallic waxes, or wax in this case. So you'll see at the end, this project is not that complicated. It's quite easy. I did not add too many embellishments. Sometimes I like to charge things with embellishments, but this one was not the case, because the whole purpose of this project was to show that this is actually something you can see through. So that was the purpose of the wings of butterfly and embossing it on acetate, and that was also the purpose of the whole lid. And there are some numbers on the lid which are gonna be covered by my focal points and my cogs. and some of them are gonna be slightly visible, but that just adds extra interest as well, which I'm fine with. And I use 3D matte gel because it will hold my pieces well together, and also it will dry clear, which I keep on repeating. I'm sorry for my head sticking out over there. I was super excited yesterday when I was doing that, and I was just keep on looking. With the clear materials like that, you have to also be careful not to make kind of, I don't know, not stains maybe, but you have to work quite properly. It has to be, the surface has to be clean, because if you leave the traces of your fingers or the glue in some parts, then the shine is gonna be gone and it's not gonna look interesting. So you have to be careful about that. But other than that, you know, it looks really beautiful, it works fine. It's just also be careful with the heat gun, don't use it too close. So I place my elements. For the legs and for the head of the girl, I use matte gel because they fell on the surfaces which are raised, and in the middle, because there was kind of a deepness to the lid, I used a little bit of hot glue. And I added also a die cut in the form of flowers or leaves, I'm not sure what is it. I cut it in half because it was too big, and I colored it with one of Lindy's Magical. And of course you'll have a full list of products I used in the description box below. I'm gonna also add, apart from the mini beads or micro beads, sorry, I'm gonna add also some art stones, and I decided to leave them with the colors they are. I'm not gonna color them just because, well, I find it a little vintagey in color, and they are not completely white, they are a little sandy beige, I don't know, so I left them like that. And I'm gonna be gluing them again with hot glue. And I'm just adding tiny dots of hot glue, so like that it's not visible. And later, when it's dry, you have to remove the small threads of glue. Sometimes I realize when I'm taking pictures at the end that there is a thread somewhere hanging, and I haven't seen it, and I see on the pictures, and I have to redo the pictures. But this time I took really great care of it, and I'm adding the sentiment. And the sentiment, I was trying to find a brand of the stickers I'm adding the sentiment from, and unfortunately there is no brand, or I just throw the packaging. And I'll add some crackle accents to the leaves. And as you can see me, I'm speaking to my mom right now. I have not noticed that the phone is just there visible. I was so into the conversation that's just, well, the conversation is going on, and I'm like all happy and doing my clear lid from Chinese food. Okay guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope I gave some ideas, and if you like what I do, please subscribe. I wish you all a beautiful, beautiful week, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.